Rodney Mott, the three officials tonight making the call, along with Benny.
Coming up next, counting the cost of natural disasters. After the break, our special report about the cities most at risk in Asia.
Today's Asia Market Snapshot is presented by Interactive Brokers. Trade on over 100 market centers in 20 countries.
Not a tattoo artist.
My dream is to win an NBA championship.
Hello, my friends. Hello, how are
Doesn't
you?
matter who you are, or where you're from, or how old you are, you can dream big.
Gear up for the game. Shop now at NBAstore.com.
A potent offense, for sure. Third in the league in scoring. You look at the field goal percentage, the attempts. Part of that is because they let opponents do, including Dwight Howard at the free throw line. He's not a good free throw shooter. Rebounds and then points in the paint through second. Leo, they have 20 points in the paint already. They've scored 23.
Well, Kevin McHale, I loved him as a player. I had the good fortune of playing with him at the University of Minnesota. He's a great player in the NBA, and he's part of those great Celtic teams. And what they did, they played simple basketball. They turned you over, they ran, took those opportunities they had, just like this Houston Rockets team does. They always had great spacing, and they took advantage of you by driving that ball into the paint, creating opportunities. So Kevin McHale has translated his entire playing career to what we're seeing here with this Houston Rockets team.
And then you couple that as Hansbrough commits a foul. Foul earlier on Valanciunas, his first, and Hansbrough commits a foul, his first. He's an excellent communicator. He loves to talk about the game. And here's the one component that gets lost in all of this because they're so good offensively. They are fifth in opponent field goal percentage at 44%. So you think about their pace of play, but then from a defensive standpoint, they guard you.
And I think part of their pace of play leads into that, Matt. They force you in, they speed up the game. They get you in out of your rhythm, and you get in play their rhythm. Now, Patrick Beverley, you have two key players. Dwight Howard, who's healthy this year. He's a different player than he was last year. He's a big part of that defense, as we know. And Patrick Beverley, who's out right now, man, does he get into you and make life miserable at that point guard position. So when you got it up front and you got it in the back line, it's no wonder they play the way they do.
Yeah, Dwight Howard right now is out with an ankle, and a lot of that is maintenance, certainly. He had his ankle trained for the second time. Shot clock at 7. Here's Francisco Garcia to Terrence Jones. Jones driving right hand, no, on the glass. Went to Eunice.
And those opportunities keep presenting themselves because the drives are too easy. The Raptors are allowing those drives into the paint, and rotations start there.
Rondo, DeColo, Vasquez, Patterson, Hansbrough, and Salmons. DeColo in the corner. Salmons to break. They need that out of John Salmons. He's been struggling over the last 10 games, shooting just 26% from the field.
And they need that out of DeColo with that drive and kick. So you're getting both of those players giving you something right now is very, very important.
Isaiah Cannon, second round selection, rookie out of Murray State, located in Kentucky. And he is seeing time without Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley, right knee, torn meniscus, calling it a sprain. an MRI the other day. They believe he will not need surgery. He is tough from a defensive standpoint. DeColo with a jumper, no, and Jones with a rebound, picked off. Patrick Patterson in the Pac-Man goes in with the slam dunk.
Just such an alert player. You look at Patterson and
Hello, my
if I'm out of
friends.
breath here, I just got logged by my broadcast partner here on that bucket. But Patterson, he's just a smart player that's always looking for opportunities. Right here, as he's going down the floor, he puts his eye on the ball, jumps in and gets the steal. And you know he can finish it right there. Great job.
Great anticipation.
This is very, very smart. I
Basketball
love
IQ.
listening to him on the floor. When he's talking, especially the defensive end, he really does sound like a coach on the floor. Him and Chuck Hayes are exceptional at that.
Well, you go back to the game in Brooklyn when he won it, stealing it off of the inbounds pass, gives it up to Lowry, understands the time, gets it back, knocks down the shot. Deflected out of bounds. Nice touch by Houston. In this group, the intensity is picking up defensively, and all of a sudden it's a 9-2 run, and Dwayne Casey has found the combination.
Well, it's a little disconcerting, Matt, that the Raptors' defense has improved with the second units when they come into games over the last few games. And you want to get that same defensive effort from your starter.
Raptors 22-14 at home. Hansbrough gets it to Patterson. Patterson, a foul, and he'll head to the free throw line. The bench is up. The encouragement from assistant coaches Billy Bano and Nick Nurse.
Well, I tell you what, anytime you see plays like this from Patterson, you realize just how much he was missed. And that ball kind of slipping out of the hands of Hansbrough, but he directed it to Patterson and knows exactly what to do.
An excellent point. I mean, you think of those 13 games without him. The Raptors did finish
3,
8-5. Tweet at Raptors in your best
1.
Raptors here. Use hashtag SpriteFanPhoto for your chance to be featured on air. The Caspian checking in for the Rockets. To Eunice is out. Harden out. Parsons in along with Cannon, Garcia, and Jones. Patterson at the free throw line. And Patterson misses the second. Parsons with a rebound. And Patrick won a 3 from the free throw line. He has 6 points along with baskets. Combined for 12 and 20.
Slip move right there. Couldn't get it go down with Parsons.
Salmon's ahead to Vasquez in the corner. Patterson moves it back. Vasquez three. Shot too strong. Tracked down by DeColo. Up top, Salmon's with it. The Raptors down by 5. They trail by 12. That's fine. Patterson underneath. They'll swing it. DeColo, great ball movement here.
That's fast.
Vasquez fading in front of the fence, and he drills it.
Several
It's a
times now.
2-point game.
And several times now, Matt, we're seeing DeColo drive that ball, and much like you said, Lowry, the head is up, is looking for those opportunities to find his teammates. So good at that.
12-2 run the last 2:20. Raptors have gotten right back in it. Raptors with a foul to give. Parsons with the ball up top. 7 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Hansbrough shows. Now hustles back. Here's Jones. Takes it into the paint. Spinning. Shot. No. And the first quarter comes to an end. And the Toronto Raptors down 12. Battle back. Johnson out with a sore right ankle. Will not return. No Kyle Lowry tonight for the Raptors. But Patrick Patterson has exploded for 6 off the bench. We head to the second.
Hello, my friends.
quarter stats brought to you by Shop.ca. Canada shops at Shop.ca, Canada's largest store.
Okay, 12-2 run to end the quarter. That's fantastic for the Toronto Raptors. But what's scary is that 50% number again. It keeps cropping up now every first quarter with the Toronto Raptors. They have to find a way to tighten it up and not wait for that second group to come in and make a difference. But, you know, Patrick Patterson, this is when the run started. Patrick Patterson, alert play, gets the steal, and then the movement. Vasquez thrown inside, Patterson moving into DeColo, not stopping the ball, but continuing that movement and the advantage to find the shooter, Vasquez. So, veteran guys that understand how to play this game, you got to get it done defensively, you got to move it on offense.
Patterson, 9 minutes of action in that opening quarter. As I mentioned, put all of 8 into Miami. Jones trying to push up on the hands, using his length. Shot doesn't go. Salmons. The big number, points in the paint, 24 for the Rockets. 24 points out of their 25. And for the Raptors, just 6. But DeColo fouled by Lynn, and DeColo's going to head to the free throw line. A lot of that is also just philosophical. The Raptors definitely, as you know, are more perimeter-based.
DeColo right here. Lynn, I don't think it looks like he obviously didn't expect him to stop and pull up at that point. He thought he was going to chase him down into the paint. You know, the one thing we see from DeColo, he's aggressive. He just comes in and at the defensive end, he will get up. He will get up on quicker players. He'll use his body. He's not afraid to get beat. And as a result, he doesn't get beat very often. And offensively, like the San Antonio Spurs and their system, drive, kick, find the open man.
The second quarter brought to you by Primo, the official pasta of the Toronto Raptors. DeColo has now played in 9 of the last 10 games. Turnover there, no back. Looking for Hansbrough, has it knocked away. Any time of the shot clock. Tied at 25.
Raptors, the last time they led it was 2-0. Now it's 27-25. And the Raptors have battled back after trailing by a dozen.
The other thing about DeColo, Matt, he's about 6'5" as a point guard. That's great size, and he's not afraid to get in and use that size.
Lynn, the 3 comes up short.
Nice job by everybody after rebounding that ball. Salmons and Novak together.
Rockets 1 for the last 5 to Rosen. By Parsons. Match up there. Salmons turns the corner. Pulls up from the elbow. Short. Tapped down by Jones. Gansky gets it over to Parsons. Parsons out in transition. Here's Lynn. Cranks up the 3. Got it. And the Rockets back up by 1, and that ends a 16-2 run.
Well, everybody knows what this guy can do right here. Jeremy Lin, when he gets it going, he can be an absolute nightmare, and he's got the range. He can put the ball on the floor. He can attack the guys. He does it all in his point guard position. Raptors, nice pass.
Fouling Hansbrough. Raptors lost that double overtime game, 110-104, and Lynn at 31.
And here's DeColo going right at Lynn, forcing the help to come to him. And Hansbrough, he's one of those guys that's going to read those plays. Hansbrough always is looking for where are his opportunities going to come from, and he will dive every single time.
Hansbrough at the free throw line. First good. Tonight's Eye in the Sky brought to you by Air Canada, voted best airline in North America 4 years in a row. Garcia and Jones out. Ashik, Caspi, Parsons, Lynn, and Harden on the court for Mikhail Novak, Salmons. Hansbrough misses the second. DeColo and DeRozan. Lynn pulls back along the three-point arc. Entry pass down low. Caspi, nice slick move. And Houston back up by 2.
And Caspi's another one of those players you got to be careful with now. He gets it there from the outside, he's a problem, but he's a move. He'll slash, he'll cut, sees the floor pretty well, understands how to play the game. He's got great size.
Fifth season from Israel, played for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Great teams internationally. Here's Novak to 3. Shot no. And Parsons is able to retrieve it. Rockets shooting 50%. The Raptors just shy of 43. Harden, he has yet to really impose his will as he drills the three, and it's back up to 5.
That's a scary thought. McCaskey that time just kind of just walking right by DeMar DeRozan as he's trying to get to Harden and sweep him up for that shot.
Salmons triggers the three, and he's made 2 corner threes.
You just got to keep shooting that. You see, it's a good shooter. Everybody goes through different faults. You just got to keep taking shots as long as they're good shots.
Asik and a foul down low. And against the Toronto Raptors is going to be charged to Steve Novak.
So, yeah, good movement right there. Hansbrook gets his hands on the ball and immediately knows that Salmons is in the corner, no hesitation, puts it right on the money.
Raptors are 6 of 9 from downtown, a great sign. Rockets lead by 2.
Big time performances.
It's an NBA Finals record.
High flyers. Global superstars. And NBA champions.
The Miami Heat have won the NBA title.
What do all these stars have in common? Their dreams began in the NBA Development League. The NBA D-League is rising. Who's coming up next? Watch NBA D-League games on YouTube.
I'll take your eye off the game like LeBron with D-Wade in the opening court.
Wade finds James. Grab that, put it under your Christmas tree.
Spectacular alley-oop by Wade to LeBron.
That was worth the price of admission right there.
And LeBron outlet to Wade. Look out! Here comes the alley-oop! Oh my gosh! Off the backboard, left-handed dunk by LeBron. 2 unbelievable alley-oops in this game. And Miami, for the 5th straight time, beat the Lakers on Christmas Day.
Welcome back to our Canada Center with Dwayne D. Rosario from Toronto FC. Dwayne,
Hello, how are you?
Columbus on Saturday. Folks can see it on Sportsnet 360. It's been a pretty good start to the season overall for FC, and a nice little homecoming for you as well in your second stint with FC.
Yeah, I mean, very happy to be back home. All of the dream growing up as a kid to play at home. And so far, that conditions we have is everything's falling into place, and really looking forward against another tough opponent in Columbus.
Now, it might be a little bit of a challenge this weekend in that you'll have to go at it for the first time without Jermaine Defoe, and he's had one heck of a start to the season.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic start. We're very lucky to have a player his caliber on our team. But these are obstacles that we're going to have to overcome during the season, and we're going to have to figure out ways to play without him. But obviously, it's a huge loss for us. We hope for a speedy recovery, but we're confident in our group that we'll get the job done.
Well, best of luck on Saturday against Columbus.
Thank you much,
Matt.
We look forward to that. Jermaine Defoe with all 3 of their goals through the first 2 games of the season. Nashik at the free throw line.
Good.
You were unbelievable. You could give me a stat on any sport.
He's just working all the time.
You are the stat guy. When they came up with analytics, you were in line.
You know, they've always had analytics. They just over the last, they just started the last 4 years calling it analytics.
Right.
Before that, it's just stats.
things too.
Yeah. It's just stats. Now it's analytics. Salmons. Here's Hansbrough, and it goes, and he's fouled. And it's a chance now to tie the game. 34-33 with 8:32 to go.
Tyler does everything he can to hear that whistle, Matt. He's in there banging, using his body, maneuvering. As soon as he hears it, he's getting it up to him. He's going to put it up soft and hope to get the friendly net.
Raptors bench in full force, plus 10 compared to the Rockets. Here's Harden turn the corner. Harden in. Foul there. Harden, one of the best at getting to the stripe. Rockets lead by 134-33. James Harden will head to the free throw line.
It's got that old school look to it. People talked about it in that old school game, and